So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We have already started here. Talisca was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's De Arrascaeta. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's McTominay. Can he get it through? And the shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Passes short and sharp. Talisca. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Just eases him off the ball. McTominay. Oh, that's well spotted. Bernal.
Till. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a crunching tackle. Valverde is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Sanchez clears. Pass somewhat off target. That's a sharp pass. That's an imaginative pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well read, nice interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Till. Hullet.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. De Arrascaeta engages and forces him off the ball. De Arrascaeta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking to play him in. Bernal promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Valverde. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Hullet. A heavy challenge. Rafa Silva. Valverde. Milan finding their passes. Rafa Silva! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, split-second reaction.
Rafa Silva clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Milan with the corner, they're first. Header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Milan have their second corner now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he get on the end of this? Caught offside that time. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out again for a throw-in. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Valverde, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
No way through there. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tries to pass it through. He is just caressing the ball. De Arrascaeta.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
McTominay. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. Talisca. That is good alertness. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
And we're off again.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rafa Silva. Some resolute defending there. Milan do look as though they've made a half. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan have their third corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Sanchez is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Jeffrey Kondogbia. De Arrascaeta going face-to-face with his great rival. Rafa Silva, who's set up one goal so far, and he welcomes it in. And Puskás!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now the cross. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. He shifted it to the flank. Can he finish? It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Arsenal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, he's been caught napping. Konate with the clearance. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Hullet. Shot could be on. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Puskás. Osimhen looking to run onto it. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Little doubt, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Milan are down to 10 men.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10, numero 7.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Chance for a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Osimhen. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good switch, that.
And it's Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? Till. And this is Batistuta. De Arrascaeta. Batistuta. Oh, that was vital. Short changes him with that pass. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going out? And he's there to belt it away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Osimhen could move up a gear here. Threads one in. Till tries a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind. yet another...
Shoots on! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Masuaku. The final 5 minutes. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Hullet. Good take, and Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bernal. Masuaku. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. Masuaku. He gets big. Goal! Deep into injury time. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Arsenal give themselves a chance. And we're done. Milan pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Osimhen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.